It was January. I remember just like it was yesterday. Walking to school for the first time after Christmas break. Trying to think about what the new year had in store. I was also trying to get used to saying 5 instead of 4. I was also wondering if this year would give me less or make me feel like a little bit more. Now I promise to you that's the end of my rhymes. However, I would like to go over this year just one more time. February, finally getting used to saying 5 over 4. And, this is pretty much about where I lose my confidence right here. I had those few first lines figured out in my head already. February? No. Yeah. The transition from winter to spring felt nice. Because I saw what looked like dead trees bloom new flowers, and that's how I knew that this year might bring a new beginning. April marked the year anniversary of my mom breaking up with her boyfriend, and February, or possibly, marked 4 years since we met, possibly again. And it's crazy how a year can go by so fast yet feel so slow. Or vice versa. I don't know. It's midnight. This is when my mind is most active. That's what I found out this year. And then, of course, June marked the end of school. June or July. Yeah, no, I think it was June. June marked the end of school. Last day of 8th grade, last day of middle school. And I remember crying. And I knew that was going to be the last time I saw some of my teachers ever again. That was the last time I would walk through the halls confidently. As confidently as I did, it was the last time I knew things were going to be as if I were a kid. So I call this year the year I grew up. So June marked the end of middle school. I remember crying. Summer vacation for me meant anxiety of what it would look like once I became a high schooler. And of course, summer vacation meant that I was excited beforehand. To not have any school or have anyone looking dead over your shoulder telling you what to do, when to speak, when to stand, when you can go to the bathroom, when to eat, when to run, when to play, when to talk to your friends, when to socialize, and when to follow commands like a slave. I was excited for it. And then summer vacation started coming out. And I realized I hated it. I hate it now. I hate summer vacation. I had too much time on my hands and too little things to do. My sleep schedule was destroyed. My hair was a mess. My eyes had bags. I had little to no energy every single day, and all I did was sit there and watch TV while my mother went out to work for just a little while. And I remember at that time, that was when I wanted to do all this stuff, and I realized that I was too young to do any of it. And I realized that I still had anywhere from 4 to 25 years until I'd even be able to remotely do it. That's the main reason why I started this channel, was because I want to talk about some of this stuff and actually have people that would possibly agree with it or relate to it, so that way I knew I was heard. Because I don't want to talk during the day. I want to talk at night. Everyone's asleep. No lights in sight. Speaking of night, it's night right now. Well, it's actually morning, but it's like midnight, so I remember vividly wanting to turn 16 or 17 so that way I can pick up my friends at like 1 o'clock in the morning and just drive around the town, drive all over the place, just drive at night, put some ambient music on. And that was right around the time when I fell in love with retro camcorders, and that's when I thought my nostalgia was. And honestly, I can't even tell you what my nostalgia is, because I don't think I've ever experienced it. Anyway, September came, that meant it was high school. Now, back in 8th grade, I got admitted into a high school program called Chamber Singers, and I have it first period every single morning, and it's like the highest choral setup that you can be at the high school, and it's very rare that freshmen get into it. And four of us did. We made it in, including my friend. And I thought he's the only like real friend that I had from middle school that was going to be in any of my classes. And I just thought, man, this year's gonna suck. I'm not gonna be with any of my friends. I'm only gonna have one friend, one period, and that's it. All my other friends that I would call friends, they aren't really as this kid and I, we call ourselves like we are so close. We might as well be brothers. We are so unbelievably close. But I never would have thought that I would make as many friends as I did. Now, I don't remember correctly, but if any of you guys that are watching this video and have gotten to this point, by the way, thank you for watching and wanting to listen to me talk, I guess. I believe in past videos I have described how nervous I am for high school, or how nervous I was, and how I'd make no friends, and nope, I've made how I've even gained a mentor. You know, it's crazy. I was nervous about how I wouldn't be able to memorize this school. I'd be late for every class. I got it down the second day, and I'm not bragging, but I'm just naming what happened. And here we are. It's December. It's almost the new year. So, I gotta ask. Are you excited for 2026? Or do you want it to stay 2025 forever? That's the question I feel like most people need to be asked. Or what do you want to change? What do you want to do more this next year? And I know everyone asks that same question. And I'm asking it too. I am not asking it surface level though. I am asking it deep. What do you want to change? What do you want to happen? Because chances are, whatever it is, you're going to have to make it happen. Now, I'm not one to talk. I'm freaking 14. I don't know squat about anything. I'm just saying. Name what you want to do. And go do it. Don't pick one of those wishy-washy New Year's resolutions that require lots of maintenance. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna make a garden and I'm gonna water all my plants like every single day for like 2 hours. No. Pick one thing you can do maybe once a month. Like hike a quick trail during the weekend. Spend time in nature a little bit more. Play with your kids a little bit more. Try and spend more time with them. Maybe try to get to know your coworkers a little bit better. Just talk to them for like 5 minutes, one day a week. Not something that's going to be hard to do every single day. Just once a week, once a month even. Or just something that even if you can do it just one singular day of the year, it's going to make a change. Now me, I want to appreciate the small moments more. Because I only had one that I acknowledged this year. Who knows how many I could have actually had if I wasn't spending time on my phone, or if I wasn't looking at the ground. If I looked up, my spirit could have gone in that direction too. Sometimes all you gotta do is look up. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.